This is a fascinating part of your mock draft here. Again, for those who are listening or watching right now, this is not the real draft. That's happening in Pittsburgh. Jeremiyah Love, you have him winding up in New Orleans. So many people have just basically penciled him in, if not Sharpied Love in for the Chiefs at 9. And I keep sitting here thinking, why would Kellen Moore pass on an offensive weapon like this guy at 8? And your thought is he won't. They won't.
Yeah. Why pass on him? I couldn't come up with a good answer. You have Tyler Shuck, who looked good as a rookie.
Right.
And all the arguments people use for why Kansas City should draft Jeremiyah Love, those are the same reasons New Orleans should draft Jeremiyah Love. So why would the Saints pass on him?
Right.
Especially with the younger team. And I would argue New Orleans is a team that's being built. Kansas City is still in win-now mode. They're still trying to win a Super Bowl. Jeremiyah Love is my top player in the class. I have nothing negative to say about him as a prospect. But does he help Kansas City get to the quarterback? They only had 25 sacks last year. Does he help them do that? Does he shore up the coverage, especially if Trent McDuffie is going to be a trade block candidate this year? Can he play strong safety and help cover these great tight ends that we're seeing pop up everywhere in the NFL? So as much as we all play fantasy football and the idea of Love and Mahomes together, it's beautiful. It would be so much fun. I don't think that they're in a position where they have the luxury of taking a running back at 9. I think they have much bigger issues to fill because the dynasty window is still open as long as Andy and Pat are there.
Is Love the guy, though, that is going to spark the first trade of the draft more than anybody else, or am I missing somebody? Could it be Bailey?
It could be Bailey.
Drops, Styles, Downs. Give me the name of a guy that's going to spark the first trade of the draft.
I think it could be Jeremiyah Love. I think we could see a head coach fall in love with Love and say, hey, I got to go get my guy. But I think David Bailey, the edge rusher from Texas Tech, because if you're trading, it's probably for a premium position. It's usually a quarterback or a pass rusher.
Could be an offensive lineman if you really like the kid from Miami.
Yeah, this is mostly a right tackle draft.
Okay.
And historically, teams haven't traded up for right tackle. The Bears flipped one spot 2 years ago to get Darnell Wright out of Tennessee. But
how'd that work?
Very well. Very well for them. So we could see that. But I think David Bailey, the year that he had, the type of player that he is, the speed that he has as an edge rusher, that's the kind of guy you would give up draft capital for.
Okay. So, but Love for me, if you're the Browns at 6, if I'm the Giants, I'm I love Love. Let's get him in. Let's just say he's going to be the Sonic to, Scadaboo's Knuckles. You know what I mean? Let's let everyone think we're falling in love with this guy, because I want to keep pushing Love up the board as much as possible.
Absolutely.
If I'm like the Giants or the Browns at 6, I would want to do something like that.
Yeah, and I think even the Commanders are at 7.
7, yeah.
Why
wouldn't they take him?
Right. I can't come up with a great answer for them either. Again, the arguments to give Mahomes a run game are valid, but why not give Jaden Daniels a run game? Why not give, Tyler Shuck a run game? I think those are also teams that are going to have a hard time looking at him and saying, we're trying to build something. We don't have, Superman at quarterback. Let's help our quarterback. The Chiefs do have that guy.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.